Okay, now that your rock wool has been soaking for about 30 minutes or so, I went ahead and took them out and I put them in this tray. And this is, for example, what I did was I made a list of all the things that I'm planning on growing. So as you can see, I've got my seeds up front and I've got them in rows of 3 up into the last 2. And so when you do this, you want to make yourself kind of like a list so that you know what it is that is growing. So once you've done that, for small seeds, for example, so let's do broccoli. So broccoli is, if you're looking at how to plant seeds, if you were to plant this right here gives you information on the back of the packet. It tells you even on the side how many days of sprouts, the ideal temperature, how deep you want to put the seeds. Now this is all, for example, if you're going to do this outside, but since we're going to be doing this inside, I won't really worry about this too much. But for those of you all that want to do this outdoors, this is where you want to get all this information. Okay, it's got even the planting instructions and everything like that. So when you're dealing with very small seeds, for example, like broccoli, I'll show you. So it looks like this right here. I don't know if you all can see. Okay, so these are pretty small. So whenever you're dealing with very small seeds, like lettuces, a lot of times the greens, they're pretty small. You're going to want to add 6 to 12 seeds per hole. So in these rock wools, they already have holes pre-made. So you could just count out, let's see, it's 3, let's see, 6, 9, and that's actually 12 exactly. So I'm going to put 12 seeds into this hole right here. Okay? And then that way you can keep track. And so I'll do this, I'll put the seeds for each one. Once I'm done with that, then we will add what's called vermiculite. And vermiculite is just a substance that helps the plants to be able to retain moisture. So I'll go ahead and fill all these rows up for whatever it is I'm going to be growing, and then I'll come back and we'll fill it up with a little bit of vermiculite. A couple more steps. Now once you put the seeds in, I put all of the seeds in, I know exactly what it is. Just add a little bit of vermiculite, and this is a natural substance, but it basically will basically keep your seeds moist where they won't dry out. So we want to put just a little bit of vermiculite over each seed. You just kind of fill the hole in a little bit. You don't have to completely fill it all the way to the top. With small seeds, you want to kind of fill it actually halfway, because you want to allow the seeds room to grow and to move around as they start to germinate. So you want to just kind of do the, now if they were bigger seeds, then that's fine. You want to fill that up all the way. But for smaller seeds, yeah, you want to leave it halfway. So we're going to fill this up. Once we fill this up, we're going to take a little bit of water, and we're going to put a little bit of water on top of the vermiculite so that it can be damp inside of the hole. I just take maybe a little squeeze dropper, and you just kind of want to put very lightly, fill the hole where the vermiculite is, because you don't want the seeds to come out. And make sure that when you use whatever water you use, make sure you use filtered water. Don't use tap water, because tap water has way too many chemicals in it. Last is whatever container you're using, whether it's a Pyrex dish or whether it's something like this. you're going to want to fill the bottom of the tray just 1/4 of an inch of water. You don't want to do it too high. Just enough for the bottom to stay wet. Okay, we're going to take this tray and we're going to take it to the grow lights.